Hey guys, it's Raven Scry. Today I'm going to be continuing on with the crypto readings that I'm doing, selecting one randomly from a big list that I have. They're all cut into little pieces and they're labelled randomly, and I'm selecting one to read today. So before we start, please hit the like and subscribe and the bell notification so you are aware of when I post new content. That would be a great support. Also, as I mentioned in the last video, I've opened 10 spaces for the next month of readings. If anyone would like one, it's an important time on the planet. There's a lot of change taking place for people, and people have, certain people are feeling more called to needing some guidance through these times. So if that's you, don't hesitate to get in touch. Just visit the About page and contact me from the email address there. Also, as I give this reading now, and as you connect and listen, and I don't just mean listening with your ears, I mean listening with all your senses. As you connect and listen to what comes through, you will each get individual information, both from your logical mind and your intuition, that will be coming into your experience of listening. Now, if there's something that speaks to you very loudly and you want to share it, and you feel as though it will support the reading or the understanding of parts of the reading, please pop it in the comments below, because this is a very connective experience, and the way that I'm reading is offering a space for you to receive information also. So please pop anything you feel in the comments below. Okay, so as I'm connecting to crypto number 4, today I'm feeling to start with its energy, connecting into its energy, and I'm seeing an energy that's connected to the earth. And as I feel this energy, it's swaying in the wind. It reminds me of these type of advertising inflatable tubes, which is strange the way it comes to mind. It's like they're often of, I don't know if you would have seen one, but they're often of like a blow-up man. It's like a giant blow-up man that waves as you drive past, often in a car yard or something. And it's like it flops in the wind and the air takes it up and then down. So it's like this kind of this airflow coming through the wind, but being shown as this inflatable advertising man in the way that it comes through. So as I connect further, I'm seeing now reference to a car yard, and there is many cars parked in this car yard, and my attention is being taken to the spaces and the allotted sections that the cars are parked in, so evenly allotted. So now the scene has shifted, and I'm in a boat, and I'm riding down rapids. It feels to be rapids. It's very bumpy as we move across the rapids, and as we move through these rapids, it's like we move through it for a time, and then we come to this calm pool of water. It feels a lot more still and peaceful here, and I sense ducks and birds on the water, swimming around on the top of the water. And now my attention is being taken to be submerged just under the water, and it's like I'm connecting down more deeply into this. And I'm now aware of what looks to be like an eye, and it's seeing above the water, and as it does, it's like it's moving the vision down just underneath the water. Now the eye has a very reptile look, looks very reptilian in the way that it comes through, and under the water it's very dark and hard to see, and I'm sensing moving now as like a crocodile under the water. It's like a different way of sensing and moving here. This environment feels dark and quite cloudy in this water, but it's like I'm familiar with these waters. And now I'm being switched between the two scenes of the water. It's like I'm above on the lake, and it's all peaceful, and there's ducks, and I'm taking big, deep breaths of clear and fresh air. And then I'm moving from that scene to this scene under the water, where the breath becomes submerged in water. There's more sensing, changes of perception here, change of the environments, although still the same body of water. So now we're switching scenes again, and I'm at a fair, and I'm on a Ferris wheel. And the highest carriage, I'm up at the highest carriage, and it's looking out into the darkness of the night. But it is in motion, and it's moving in its circular motion, and it's on its way down. The speed of the ride is moving quite slowly. It's in no hurry. Now this feels very cyclical and connected within the circular movements of its rotation. Now the other reference here that's coming in is to fire and to burning. Someone's now putting many things on the flames, burning off it. It seems like it's nighttime also, and there's just this big burn off. And through this scene, I become aware of a bus, and people are on this bus. The bus is full of people, and they drive off, heading up a windy mountain. Now a change of scenes again. Attention is being brought into the mind, into the brain, into brain function, and like computers, in someone's mind or head in the way it comes through. Now I'm seeing reference to a skull, and it's like the skull it's like it's full of circuitry, like a circuit board fills this skull. And what appears to be like a robot finger pointing to the skull. It reminds me of something like out of Terminator or something that's quite a way back, I know. But the way that all the robots, their fingers, the way they would bend, but pointing at its skull. And now the robot moves down and picks up a mouse going past between the thumb and the forefinger of this robot arm or hand. So my attention is being brought to the joints here and the bends to make this action happen. Now moving into a different perspective, and I'm taken back to the underwater scene. This water reference again. I'm under the water, submerged, and I'm aware of my heart beating slowly and loudly. And I'm immersed with a lack of sound, the sound I'd have above water. But I can hear my heart beat louder, and this is allowing this to happen, the fact that I'm under the water. Now I'm travelling back down the rapids again, and it almost feels like I'm back at the start of the reading, and we're doing some sort of cycle here. So now I put intention out to connect to the team of the project, and I'm seeing like an office space. I'm seeing many people all working here. There's a uniform structure to this. It feels very balanced, and like there's many people working on this at once. Logical structures, moving forward, a lack of human sway or emotional input here. It's like the path is moving forward and progressing well. There's very strong structures here in place, and it's working like clockwork. It's very stable in the feeling of the team and the process here, but also strong feeling of like automation involved here too. Like maybe it's not all people behind this project. Like there's some other automation element coming through here. So now connecting into the rest of 2022, is there anything to be shared? I'm hearing up and out, and I say 2023, final ending, here we go again. I feel like there's this reference to cycles that keeps coming in. 2024, success, chance. And 2025, raise a vibration, everything lifts. So now I ask, is there any thoughts from Spirit? And they say, we like this one, yes. And I'm asking, well, how is it going moving forward? Large cycles of success. And they show me reference to like what was shown in the cycles. There's this, they're pushing me back to this cyclic reference. In the different scenes, like in the rapids, like in the beautiful top of the water with all of the birds, and then immersed in the water underneath. So it's like there's these different cycles. Now I ask, is there anything to be aware of? And I'm hearing needs more time, but a great project, great developments to come, and a big tick. I'm getting a big tick. When they give me a tick, it's like usually quite a positive sign. I feel a stability and a neutrality here also. Now I also ask, is there any particular months to keep in mind? I'm hearing April and Descent, and in connection to being on the water with the birds here is the way this comes through. Okay, so through all of that, a few reflections that stand out through this for me was the references to the way the water kept changing and taking place. Travelling the rapids, as I've spoke about, travelling the rapids, the top of the water, underneath the water. And again, these water references, they've been in some of the other readings too. Now, they also felt like they were connecting into cycles in some way, and points in which I feel were very connected in time. So as they switched through the different water scenes, it felt like it was showing a play out of timing in some way. I also feel like the reference of nighttime kept coming in, so that this kind of day and night is another cyclical element coming through, and also these circular cyclical motions connecting into time. So these are the aspects that spoke quite loudly to me through the reading. And it also felt like the rapids was the start of the cycle. We kept returning back to that part of the cycle. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there for that. Let's check what the reading was for. Gala games. Interesting. Let me know what you guys think. Any comments or thoughts or anything that's come through, pop it down below. If you enjoyed this video, please give a like and subscribe. And also remember, I've got some readings open at the moment if you'd like one. Alrighty, I'll see you guys next time. Raven Scry signing off.